Welcome to the woodshed. You know, I finally got this home barrel aging thing down, so I thought I'd share a few of my lessons learned in my processes and with some of the ingredients so that you can do this yourself at home. Okay, let's talk about what bourbon actually is. Bourbon is the only true American spirit. It can only be made in the United States. They used to say it could only be made in Kentucky in the United States, but that's not the case anymore. Bourbon has to be made from a distilled spirit that has 51% corn in its mash bill, and it has to be aged in brand new white oak barrels sourced from the USA that are charred on the inside. Interestingly, the barrels are used for scotch and rum and other things after they're done with the bourbon. But anyway, that's what bourbon is, and if you can source the raw spirit before aging and age it in a white oak barrel, you can technically make bourbon at home. These get reused.
I want you doing business with this shit, you know what I'm saying?
What do you care what I do?
It's expensive.
Why would I do something in a business that didn't make me money?
It's not gonna make you money.
I didn't say it was, but you're the one that said business, not me.
You just said it. Why would I do something that I wouldn't make me money? You're not gonna get money for it.
Who said I never said I was.
You just said you might.
No, I never said I was. You're the one that said, you made this assumption that this was going to be a business. This is all being recorded, it's hilarious. But it is not a business. I don't know where you're getting that from. Can you accept that I like to do what I like to do and leave me alone? Leave me alone.
I'm glad you're recording yourself.
I am. Can you?
I'm glad you're recording.
Can you just accept?
But you don't normally smile.
What do you care if I do this? You know what I mean? Like, who cares? Got it. Got some hang-ups. Okay, the barrel is filled, not all the way to the top because we want to leave a little room for expansion. These things tend to swell, and if it's too full, it can push out the cork or it can break through the valve or something like that. And either way, you're going to lose it. One of the major lessons learned I had was to use a barrel that does not have a spigot on it. There's a lot of loss, a lot of angel share happening right here. This is a weak spot, and typically the barrels with a spigot are more for home decor or just playing around in your bar. If you're really serious about aging White Dog into actual bourbon, get a barrel that does not have a spigot on it and you won't have nearly as much loss. Another lesson learned is I'm going to weigh this full barrel and we're going to compare the weight throughout the year so I can see how much loss I am getting without having to open it up and use a whiskey thief or a dipstick or anything like that. I should be able to calculate how much loss to the angels there is purely on weight. As you can see, this barrel weighed 15.2 pounds. We're going to write that on the side of the barrel, and we'll check it again in a few months, see how much we lost. So even though these barrels are much smaller, 5 liters versus 200 liters, I think it's important to at least age them for 1 year. That's supposed to be close to about 4 years. I think each barrel is going to be different and depends on your climate, where you keep it. I'm keeping mine outside. I did have a buddy that tried to age inside of his house, and after a year there was nothing left in the barrel because of the climate control in the house just dried everything out. So the one batch I had, it was pretty good. It stayed out in the shed for the full year. I did lose some, but what was left was very, very tasty. So I'm hoping to not lose as much this time by using a better barrel and monitoring the loss throughout the year and things like that. So we'll be back in about 13 months and we'll do a dump and we'll have some professionals taste it and see what they think.